Retirement of last liberal Supreme Court justice sparks abortion access fears. The only remaining liberal-leaning Supreme Court justice has announced his retirement, paving the way for Donald Trump to appoint a successor who could overturn laws that protect abortion access and gay rights. Justice Anthony Kennedy announced Wednesday that he will leave the body at the end of next month at the age of 70, with the president expected to announce a more hardline successor. That raises the prospect of the U.S. Supreme Court being led by conservatives for generations, raising the prospect of access to abortion and immigration laws being made more stringent. The president has said his replacement will come from a previously published list of 25 candidates. A White House spokesman paid tribute to Kennedy, saying, "Justice Kennedy has been a tireless voice for individual rights and the founders' enduring vision of limited government. His words have left an indelible mark not only on this generation, but on the fabric of American history." Kennedy was the least conservative of the 5 justices who make up the Supreme Court, although he frequently voted the same way as his colleagues. He joined them in gutting the Voting Rights Act, which allows corporations and unions to spend unlimited funds to support political candidates. Kennedy, who was appointed by Ronald Reagan in 1988, also backed the Second Amendment rights of Americans to own a firearm. His liberal positions include banning capital punishment for America's youngest offenders, and asserting that Guantanamo Bay inmates had the right to challenge their imprisonment. He also limited the powers of individual states to enforce their own immigration laws. Justice Kennedy is also credited with helping advance gay rights in the U.S., most notably the 2015 ruling that struck down a nationwide ban on same-sex marriage. Legal expert Tom Goldstein told NBC, "Justice Kennedy was the most important member of the court in a century, maybe ever. It's not just that he was the pivotal vote so often. It's that his thinking changed the country." Gay rights is the biggest example, but it's not the only one. Trump's replacement candidate is expected to be much further to the right than Kennedy. One of the 5 justices, Clarence Thomas, has opposed the Roe v. Wade ruling that grants access to abortion. Trump has made pro-life statements since becoming president, although it is currently unclear whether the other 3 judges and Kennedy's successor could spark a crackdown on women's access to terminations.